Hi y'all, today I'm going to be doing the AuthorTube newbie tag. This is a tag originally created by Jenna the Dark One, and it's designed for you to get to know newbie AuthorTubers like me. There are 13 questions. Question number 1, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I don't remember. This is the kind of quality introspection you can expect from me in the future. I want to say I stumbled upon Jenna Moretzi's channel when I was writing The Last Dragon Princess or getting ready to self-publish The Last Dragon Princess, but I don't remember exactly how I found AuthorTube. It might have been just a booktuber that was also an AuthorTuber. Question 2, what genres do you write in? I write science fiction and fantasy. My debut novel, The Last Dragon Princess, is a fantasy novel with some traditional science fiction elements woven in. And right now I'm working on a science fiction novel with some traditional fantasy elements woven in. Because variety. Number 3, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story, i.e. children's, YA, NA, adult, etc.? I prefer third-person limited perspective past tense or first-person present tense. One of those two. The Last Dragon Princess is written in third-person limited past tense. And if you don't know what any of that means, that's fine. Third person is she walked into a room, or Danu walked into a room, or Joshua walked into the room. And first person would be I walked into the room. Past tense is, of course, walked into the room versus walk. I walk into the room. So, number 4, are you a plotzer, pantser, or plancer? So this is referring to how you write your novels. There are outliners or plotters, like me, who outline very carefully their entire story. I love the outlining stage because you get all the fun of storytelling and all of the imagination and all the little twists and characters and everything without the actual hard work of having to type all the words. But you can do all the storytelling before. So outlining is definitely my favorite part of being an author. A pantser is someone who sits down and starts typing their book. They don't know what's going to happen next. This works for a lot of people. It doesn't work for me. I'm definitely a plotter or an outliner. Number 5, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am a self-published indie author.
No, that's code for unemployed.
I really enjoy being a self-published author. I really enjoy the community. I like being in control of my own work. I like being in charge of all the different decisions. And I like that it's mine to win or lose. How much work I'm willing to put into it is a big determination in my own success, and it is independent of any publishers or any agents' ideas of where I should be in the pantheon, as it were. So I like being in control of my own work, and right now I don't have any desire or plans to pursue traditional publishing. I mean, if someone wants to cut me a 6-figure check, they can have my book. I will sell out like that. Number 6, what publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? Scroll back and review question 5. Question number 7, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I will be doing some AuthorTube related videos about self-publishing and writing advice. Mostly I'm planning on doing booktuber type content, so book reviews, book tags, top 10 lists, that sort of thing. But I will be weaving in some writing advice, some self-publishing advice, and the AuthorTube content you can expect from me is going to be from the perspective of a stay-at-home mom whose writing career isn't her main goal. My main job is being a mommy to my twin boys. So my writing, my self-publishing, all of the booktubing and AuthorTubing, this is all done in my spare time after I've taken care of all my mommy duties. I think there's a demand for that, and I look forward to exploring those sorts of issues with you. Question 8, when did you start writing? I didn't start writing until probably my 30s, after my children were born. I did it as a way to stay sane. But telling stories is something I've been doing since I was a very young child. Probably since I could talk, I've been making up stories. Number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? Nice parlay, Arthur Tube newbie tag. So the first story I ever came up with, I think it was about a mountain goat, and he went to go climb this mountain because he wanted to climb the mountain, and he made it to the top of the mountain, and then he died. My mom told me years later that she and my dad were kind of worried about me for a while there. But I actually remember, I just really hated sequels, and I didn't want to have to write one. Question 10, what authors have inspired your writing the most? Oh, there are so many. There are so many wonderful authors out there who I've learned so much from, just from reading their books. I really like Michael Crichton. I've read a lot of him. I like how he's able to talk about some serious issues, but without detracting from the story. I like Orson Scott Card's ability to take the most ridiculous and asinine idea for a story and make it good. I love J.K. Rowling's overall mastery of the craft and her ability to weave little world-building details that later become important to the plot. I love that about her work. And I'm always looking for new authors. 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? This is a good question. I try to schedule my writing, but like I said before, my writing isn't my main job, so life gets in the way. My main job of being a mommy gets in the way. A lot of times it gets in the way. So I do try to schedule writing during nap times, but I also at the same time try not to be too hard on myself when I don't meet those goals, because sometimes I don't meet those goals, and that's okay. I am always trying to set new goals to challenge myself and to improve. When I was writing The Last Dragon Princess, I had a goal of 1,000 words per day, and I met that, which I was really happy about. But it was also a large chunk of my writing time was during the summer. My husband's a teacher, and so he was home during that time and was able to back me up more with the kids and give me larger blocks of time to write. I can do a lot of things on the fly. Even reading, I can read, just a page or two at a time. I can edit videos as I go throughout the day. But when it comes to sitting down and writing, I really need a large chunk of time to be able to get into it and to really do my best work. And that's hard to schedule with 2 toddlers. Question 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of these? And where do you write in general? Who the heck writes everything out by hand? So I write on a computer, and I write in our home office. We've got it's a little room off the kitchen, and it kind of works as an expanded pantry, and it's where the big recycling center is and where the freezer is, and we've got the computer desk set up there, and most importantly, there is a baby gate in between the play areas and the computer. So awesome. I type everything else out by hand, but I do use a big notebook to jot down ideas or maybe do some rough outlining, character studies, that sort of thing. Last question, number 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? This is an easy one. I am really looking forward to having a new way to interact with my readers and my fan base, and just to be able to talk about books and talk about writing advice and just be a part of this community that gave me so much when I was writing my book. I inhaled AuthorTube videos, and I really appreciated having a lot of AuthorTubers to look at and see how they did different things, because I'm always looking for new ideas and new ways to brainstorm and maybe be more efficient with my time, and I think it's really cool that I get to be a part of that now. That's all from me today, so talk to me in the comments and tell me what kind of AuthorTuberly content you would like to see from me. And I'd love to hear from you. Until then, bye-bye. So I'm going to film this again because my camera did a plooey. My camera did something that I can't articulate without YouTube, flagging me. So I want to say I stumbled across Jenna Moressi's channel when I was writing The Last Dragon